Now, the LPG Marketers Association of Ghana has refuted claims by Dr. Mustafa Hamid, the CEO of the National Petroleum Authority, that it opposes the cylinder recirculation module. The association states that it has agreed with the NPA that both refilling and cylinder recirculation systems should coexist. We're grateful to have the chairman of the LPG Marketers Association of Ghana, Gabriel Kumi, who is joining us via Zoom. Gabriel, please, thank you for joining us. First of all, do you feel threatened by the cylinder recirculation module, the LPG marketers? Do you feel threatened by this module?
Not at all. We don't feel threatened at all. That is why we find the CEO's outburst and his attack on us as quite unfortunate, unnecessary, and very, very unfair to us. Because we have, like you did indicate, we have agreed with MPA that the two systems should run side by side. Initially, we proposed to MPA to allow us to establish cages in all our 800 stations across the country to sell these cylinders to help push the agenda of cylinder recirculation. But MPA refused, saying that the only way they can allow us to mount these cages at our station is to decommission the station and throw all our equipment away before we can be allowed to do that. And mind you, these equipment, the average LPG station cost about $200,000 to $250,000. So you can't ask us to just, this is not galamsey, this is not illegal business.
Okay.
Like you can just ask the players to just decommission and leave the scene. So finally, we agreed that the two systems should run side by side. And we said, okay, that's fine. We are comfortable with that because we believe in our system. We believe we have a fine system, a very well entrenched and a very well distributed network that we can use to survive in business. So we were doing that, and all of a sudden we saw MPA teaming up with its foreign and semi-foreign companies that have put up bottling plants, and we're advertising on behalf of these companies. So we also decided to come out and also advertise to protect local businesses and to ensure that our investments are protected, because the local indigenous Ghanaians have invested over between $400 and $500 million into this industry over the past 20 to 25 years. So we felt there was a need for us to protect our investment and also to protect local and indigenous businesses. So we've been doing that for the past 1 month. Then all of a sudden, the MPA chief executive had a platform at GIPCON last week, and all he could do was to pitch us against the general public by describing us as people who don't really want progress, people who really don't want change, backward-looking people who don't really want change. And we find that to be very, very, very unfortunate. And we call on the chief executive to render an unqualified apology to us, because we believe we've been unfairly treated by those comments he made at GIPCON.
Okay. How do you resolve this conflict? I mean, do you think that the NPA should call you guys into a meeting so that you guys can judge and resolve issues?
We have been talking to them. Recently, they've stopped talking to us. And they think they can just use the cylinder recirculation to push us off business. So when they realize that we are standing on our grounds, I think that is what is confusing him to go out there and attack us the manner in which he did. So we are very confident in our system, and we believe he's trying to create the impression that our system is not a safe system. But just about 3 or 4 months ago in Kenya is practicing cylinder recirculation. We have the biggest explosion that has ever happened on the African continent in Kenya about 4 months ago. So no system is safe. No system is explosion-free. What you need to do is to continue putting up your regulatory measures to ensure that we reduce these accidents and incidents to the barest minimum. And we are with MPA on that. We have been with them. They have come up with very stringent measures. On the average, each LPG station spends about $7,000 to $10,000 on the average on safety. And we are not worried about that, because we believe that's the way to go. We should have a robust system. We should have a system which is very safe for all of us.
Finally, before you leave, what are the other options available to you if you still feel that the NPA is using the cylinder recirculation module to try and push you out of business? What are the options
We
available
don't
to you?
have we don't have any problem with them promoting cylinder recirculation. Our only concern is that MPA should not be the one to support foreign and semi-foreign companies to push out indigenous people from these business.
Right.
But we are very confident in our system, and we have been very consistent and resolute, and we are going to protect our businesses. The bottling plants can go ahead, and we are not opposing the CRM. That is a very wrong impression the CEO sought to create. We are not opposing CRM. We are rather competing. There is a clear difference between competition and opposition, and you should know that clearly. So we are not opposing anything. We should go ahead, CRM. We are also going ahead to do what we know how to do best.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kumi. Gabriel Kumi
You're
is
welcome.
the Vice Chairman of the LPG Marketers Association of Ghana.